Alright, hello, welcome. There is no need to run timer today. Hey Fairboy, welcome. We'll just jump right back in where we left off yesterday. I decided to play another session of log play game, just because we didn't really do or achieve much. It's fairly reasonable to expect I'm just gonna grind some stuff today, so I feel like it's okay. We are not gonna rush through this game anytime soon, even if we play it. Also, I am wearing bigger headphones today, because wearing the earbuds all the time will hurt my ears, so I'm gonna have to rotate it with these. They are not great for looks, but they rest my ears a little bit. Another thing to note is you mentioned in Senate you asked about Caesar streams. I need to set up a channel, I think, where I will post planned streams, because I cannot get a reliable schedule, but what I can get is just a place where I would post when I expect to be streaming that current day, or maybe a day in advance. So how well I can concentrate with all these gunshots. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of gunshots, most likely. So where did we left off? Oh yeah, it's this. You'll need to start using better medkits. Sorry for that. Gonna have to adjust something on the table. Hey Ligor, welcome. I'll take care of it since I'm the patrician. The announcement channel could work for that, honestly. Yeah, but it would get cluttered like crazy. If you think it will work, I am afraid it would get hidden and then people would stop following it, because it would get full of different things. Because currently you can rely on, if there is a post in that channel, it means that I'm live. So it kind of works like there is that reliability. Well, this is more about, I expect to have time this evening, but if it does not happen, you know, stuff might interfere with my plans. So it's kind of what I was thinking. Right, let's take a look at the map. High danger, cyber psycho. I guess we can do that one, actually. It's probably gonna be easier than most of the other stuff that's around here. Can we not path towards it? I guess that way. All of this is high danger, so we don't need to be careful. Hey Finn, welcome. Glad you are giving this a chance. I am. I do own it for quite a while, so it's nothing too new for me. But I doubt my opinions on the game are gonna change too much. With this, but still, paid a lot of money for this game, so I should at least make some use of it. So I'm kinda glad that we can at least stream it, you know? At least get some use out of it. How do you like it so far, same as last time we played? Yeah, so far there are no real changes to anything. Just the game is a little better optimized, and there are not as many bugs that are breaking immersion like last time, where people are just phasing in and out of existence. What kind of character are you trying? I'm trying a corpo. I'm always playing the corpo. If I get a choice to play as the bad people, I will always play as the bad people. And this is no exception. I don't think I can really be in this area. It's way too powerful for me right now, so let's just head over this way. Try to get the cyber psycho. Even though it's tempting to try and take out an area, but I don't think I can, honestly. It's too dangerous. Let's save the game. I don't remember, how do you get crafting recipes in this game? Because I cannot craft very good weapons, even though I have unlocked the rare items crafting. You probably have to buy the blueprints, right? Do you have non-lethal weapon? No. I only use the assault rifle. The only way I'm gonna take Cyber Psycho out is by knocking them out from behind. Maybe you could off. I don't know what off is. You mean take them out from afar? I think you buy some others. Yeah. You buy some, you get some as loot. Yeah. That's correct, I think. I think this one can be taken out with melee. I should slow down when typing. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. We have all the time in the world. No need to rush. There's gonna be a person on the right side, but you can knock him out, I think, if you are really careful. Right. Okay, that almost worked, so let's load the game. I cannot kill him. If I kill him, we are gonna fail. So we need to try that again, but it's definitely possible. I don't know why he noticed me. Maybe we need to just go after him faster. I don't have any sort of modifications for... Yeah. Okay, maybe we could just, you know, shoot him and then punch him in the face with the rifle. That worked last time. Just got less reward, okay. It's fine. Yeah, this is gonna be tough even taking him out. They have some better health kits now, so that's gonna help. This guy's gonna be tough to take out. I don't really have any cyberware upgrades yet, which is also a mistake. I think we should have gotten some. But we are still very much like on the very beginning of the game, so I'm just trying to grind things, which I shouldn't really be doing just yet. That's what I enjoy, just breaking the economy of the game. Yeah, running low on ammo for the assault rifle, huh? So that's not good. And when he's low, we're gonna have to punch him. Still not enough. We need to bring him like 3% or something. Okay, one shot left. That's not very good. There are more enemies. Okay. Oh, let's just use a nade on those. I'm on fire. Yes, dead. Okay. I was thinking about the Dictator stream. Would you prefer to have it on Friday? So in case you dislike Unreal 2, it won't affect your 24-hour stream mode. I think it's gonna be fine, but maybe it's good to split it. So we could do it on Friday, because if somebody is searching for it, it would be difficult, as a same sort of deal as with the series. If you include it in your 24-hour stream, people are gonna have tough time to figure out when it ends and begins. So yeah, I think that's a good idea. Just do that. No, I'd still like to knock this guy out, but it's probably not gonna happen. Let's just try to sit here. Maybe just need to wait, you know? No. Bang him down with some grenades might be good. He's tough though. What are you going to play? Yeah, lots of different things. But it cannot be anything I'm doing as a series, which means that it can be Caesar, which we are playing that all the time, but any like unique custom map is probably not good because people would surf on it. Cyberpunk is off limits as it's a long play, but any other games that are not currently being a long play and play them from time to time are free to play basically. I'm gonna have lots of different things. I talked about it at length yesterday, just need to remember. You'll need to do variety things, so some of it is I'm gonna do a challenge. That's gonna be the starting point because I'm gonna be at my best most likely. And after the challenge you're gonna do some just regular games for some relaxing. Then we can do some co-op or versus in some RTS games. I wouldn't mind Age of Empires against some viewers if people are interested in that, but it's kind of short notice, so I'm not sure we'll be able to play. And then, yeah, I need to sprinkle in some other stuff. We need to also do some relaxing because it's a 24-hour stream. So I'm not sure what I'm gonna do for that, but it's gonna be something. So many health kits wasted. We are almost done with this guy. 2 more slabs. Okay. I usually keep a lead pipe or some carabiner and lethal to slap them with to like 5% health. Yeah. Try to complete military campaign as fast as possible. Not too sure. I don't even remember half of the missions. So not sure how fast that would be. It wouldn't be anything too insanely fast. But we could play the campaign. I wouldn't mind playing it after a while. Let's take a look at the perks. I'm still thinking going for the handguns might have been much better. This is just not very good. The assault rifle is just... compared to what IRL guns are, like assault rifle is the pinnacle, right? In this game, it's just the worst. Well, it's fine. We opted for it already, so we're just gonna have to keep it. I just looked at my outfit again. Gonna have to increase some perk. So that's not too useful. Let's take a look at the body. Carry capacity is good, but not right now. Intelligence. No. Cool. Movement speed, sneaking. Let's just increase it. Did you have full body costume too? No. We don't have... Oh, we found one. Right. Arasaka hazmat suit. At least that covers the horrible gang a little bit. So now we only have the pirate hat. Oh, it locks your stuff. Right. Why would you want that then? I don't remember what's the deal with these. So you either get that or that? Why does it lock your stuff? That's higher level than we are. Same with this. Same with this. Need a higher level to use any of that. It's a shame we cannot really use pistols. Not a fan of shotguns, no. I just want to go for one area that I perk into. And it's gonna be either we go full pistols or assault rifles. And since we already perked into assault rifles a bunch, It feels like it would be a waste to not go into that more now. If that makes any sense. Let's take a look at backpack. Do we have any junk items? Did find some mods. That's gonna be pretty good once we get to a surgeon. Is this junk? Yes. So I need to manually do this. That's horrible. That's why having the perk for the automatic scrapping is actually pretty useful. But we need the basic parts because that's what most things are made of, even ammunition and such. Going for 2 weapons tends to be good. Then you have 2 ammos. Yeah. But it's also a lot of perk points, so maybe later. I feel like I just need one area right now to focus on and dump the rest into like character progression in terms of other stuff when we inevitably have more perks. But we might want to actually rotate our weapons a bit, because you do get extra experience for grinding different weapons, right? That's how life works in this game. So sometimes you should be using a shotgun or a pistol, even if you are going for the assault rifles. Cat wants to go on the window. Come on. Alright. So if you want to reset your perk points, what does it take? 3,400 eddies. That's not too bad. But we shouldn't really spend stuff on that just yet. Let's just try to go where we are actually supposed to go. That might be very good for us because it's where we'll be able to get enemies at your level. Currently we are just somewhere where we aren't supposed to be at. We need to scan the body. Grievous wounds. Read the shard. Yeah, right. Drugs, I guess. Need to read the shards, so let's take a look at journal shards. Cyber Psycho. Draft report, that's it. Correct security. Fair. Just fuck this. It's alright. Where is she?
V. See you around.
Bye, V. Remember, the media lie.
Oh, not shards. I'm just so sloppy today. T to bring up the phone. Find her. No, I clicked enter again. It's alright, at least you can ask about Royce, I guess, but I need to just bring up my messages, send her the text. That's what she wants.
Need to check one guy. Maybe you know something.
Mm-hmm. And who?
Simon Randall, also known as Royce.
Maelstrom. Little birds say a certain Dex has taken an interest in him. You checking to see if I'll tell you the same thing as another fixer? Clever, but not too wise.
See you around.
Bye, V. Remember, the media lies.
There's gonna be some extra bad people over there. I think we triggered them last time. So let's bring up the messages. This, send a reply. Save the game. Another one. They're gonna be slightly more powerful than we are. Should be able to take them out. So many shots. Okay. There is one more. Are they fighting cops or is it another gang? It's another gang. You have to use the grenades if you want to have a chance. Or is on sale? Is it good? Well, I'm a bad person to ask about platformers. You need to ask people who actually enjoy platformers to have reliable information. And Hades. Morris likes Hades. It looked pretty okay. I do have it on my wish list. So I'd say that the game is pretty okay. It's nothing too amazing, but it looked fun, at least for a little while. Not sure how much replayability it has. Other stuff, I wouldn't be able to judge it properly. Both are awesome, yeah. But very different, as you mentioned. Very, very different games. There's so many bad people here. It's a grenade. What I need is for them to come closer, I think. I'm just getting absolutely nailed at a distance. Even though I have an assault rifle. Doesn't really make a difference. I'm just doing very little damage to these. What's the ammo? 130. It's just doing absolutely nothing. I'm gonna... No, I cannot craft, right.
I'm dying! I'm dying!
Reloading!
There you go. Need to finish off this one. Yeah, that's the other gang, so... At least you'll get a bunch of loot. So part of this was the maelstrom. There is another guy. Right. Hiding behind a car is dangerous, so let's just go here. It's so many. And I'm also running low on ammo, so that's not great. Grenades. Is that also an enemy? No. This is civilian, I think. Yeah, I'm dead. Well. Made guns and health more realistic. Yeah, because the game systems are not really good. That guy received like 20 headshots, but it does not matter. Especially when you nail them at a distance. It's that's why I mentioned this game, in fact, is a loot game. It's all that is. It's like a Diablo, basically, but in first-person shooter kind of way. In where it depends on what kind of weapon you have, and there are only like 5 types of weapons for the assault rifles, and you just vary the stats as you, yeah, practically Borderlands, just as you find the different weapons. It's the same kind of weapon, it just has a different stat, and that depends on, or from that you get your damage output basically, and the enemies are bullet spongy like hell. That's how this works. It's not a complaint, it's just a fact. So, it's fine. It's not a lot of fun, but it's a thing, and that's how it works, so... No sense really complaining much about that. What do I want to do? Yeah, I made some ammo. Let's just save the game. Borderlands in an open world, basically. Oh, it's the crotch guy.
Really gotta go.
The crotch pain guy. Unfortunately we are in combat, so we skipped him. This guy is funny, he is. I need to go somewhere else. Why am I here? This is not an area I should be in yet. But since I'm here, it's just, yeah, I should just fight these guys. But no, in fact, you should not. You should just go away. This is just wasting time. But I want to do it again. Why? Let's just go away before I do something stupid.
Hey! It's me! The guy who... You know.
The guy with the smoking crotch?
Okay, let's set up a new place. The worst thing is I don't remember where the missions for myself, like properly leveled things are. I'm gonna check out this quick runner actually, or Netrunner, to get some upgrades.
Well, they managed to save your, you know.
Yeah, much as they could. At least the pain is gone. Anyway, once it heals, I'll get a better model. Something top shelf.
Flaming Crouch Man.
Why the hell would you do that?
Is that a trick question? Why does anyone get a Mr. Stud? To keep Splashback down at the urinal?
Forget I asked. See ya.
It's not the last we see of him, I don't think. It's a Maelstrom car. Oh yeah, there are some guys here.
I know what's...
Oh, I don't think we can hack that or anything. Gonna write a short message in Discord before you play Unreal, helping you a little with the settings. There's a key binding you need and a setting you should after. Okay, I'm gonna try to follow your instructions, but only gonna do it before we actually stream it, because I don't want to have any experience in the game before that happens. So I think that's what you want. Just make sure you ping me so I can find it later when I need it. It's nothing complicated. Okay. It would be the most fun, okay. Those are gangers, I think. doppelganger as well. Can we throw a grenade all the way there? I think we can. Where are those civilians? Police didn't like that for some reason. During timer, you could let the intro cinematic run. It's basically Epic Games showing off their Unreal Engine. Okay. If it takes like 5 minutes or something, that it would be okay. But I'll need to test it so that I know it can be run in a windowed mode as well. So that's what I need to do. It loops, okay. Good. Unfortunately, these were civvies. Bad luck. They shouldn't have stood around a car like gangsters. So that's what gangsters usually do, same as these motorbike people. Yeah, and these are... You see, it's just... They're really difficult to interpret. Are these bad people or not? That's pretty good. The grenades are great. Especially at this stage. Later on they will not scale very well unless you start using better ones. But you know, for this it suffices quite a bit. You should probably scrap some stuff soon. You also will need to scrap things. Test that, yeah. You'll need to test it, otherwise it's gonna be awkward to do anything like that, but yeah. Okay, let's go into the inventory, backpack. We'll have to just scrap a bunch of this crap. We don't have that many basic components, which are used for basically everything. So we have, well, let's get rid of this. No, just take these things apart. It's alright. So those are weapons. What are the helmets? We have two of these same kind. Okay, we'll want to keep the regular helmet. Goggles. They have better armor than the ones we currently have, so let's keep one. Trousers. That's alright. Boots. Oh, we have so many boots. Let's just grab these. And then we have... These are the same. So let's just remove that. We'll want just one of these though. Does not really matter which. I guess the combat boots. They look the coolest. Okay, and that's it for that. Let's take a look at crafting. How many ingredients do we have? We can craft this. Resist. Decreases negative effect duration by 25%. That's not terrible actually. You know, if you are suffering from effect stuff, having it reduced might be actually worthwhile. Now I'm interested, maybe this jacket would be good, but we might have to upgrade it, which I don't want to do really. Thinking about upgrading the rifle, but I think we should just hang on and then find a weapon. More bad people. Let's throw a couple of nades. Another screen, is that Kate's? Yes. But it's here and she doesn't really use it anymore. She uses laptop most of the time. So maybe I could ask her to just hook it in. But problem is I don't want to fiddle around with it. Once I set it with all the settings and such, I wouldn't want to disconnect it at all. But I might buy her a new screen or monitor afterwards, just to make sure she actually has best PC. Yes. In English it's Kate. Because in Czech it's Kateřina, but in English it's Kate, so we can call her Kate. Because I know Catchington is tough to say, that's her neck. If you connect it to the same slot, the computer should remember your previous settings. Okay, that's good. Oh, I'm doing crime. I'm not aware of any crime. Just go away. I'm shooting things. I see red markers, I shoot. Unfortunately, some of the markers I shot were like regular people or officers. So, my bad. Sorry. Let's just try to murder these guys. I'm not gonna do too well though. I got roasted. Especially if we get discovered by the police. I'm just getting pelted from all directions. It's not very good. There are so many enemies here. But it's tempting to just, it's free loot if you manage to explode the cars. Yeah, I'm dead. So when you connect it again, it will be the same as you unplugged it. Okay, so if I just set it and then she needs it, I can disconnect it. So her English name would be something like Catherine. Yeah. That would be the translation. I think. Okay, we are here again. It's okay, we can at least do better and not trigger the police on us this time. I didn't really do it on purpose, but sometimes I just really get enthralled by reading the chat and just seeing flashy red things, so I shoot them in the face. And I didn't realize that it's actually the police, which is a problem. There are the motorcycle people. Let's just make sure they are not a problem ever. This one survived that. Okay, who is that? It's another. Maelstrom, okay. They're chasing me, they didn't like the fact I killed their buddies. Okay, let's try that again. Again, I'm probably in an area that I shouldn't be in, or I need some upgrades, because I'm just suffering real hard with these fights, and I don't remember this being the case before. Maybe this is because I haven't really gotten the upgrades. If my laptop set up like that, when I plug it into TV, it automatically turns off the laptop screen and starts using the TV main display instead. It's handy. Let's save the game somewhere around here. Or actually after we throw the nade, because we will want to throw the nade regardless. And they are all dead. Collect the stuff. It's gonna be the good stuff down there somewhere. Oh yeah, that's Maelstrom. Let's throw the nades. Just collect the body bags. Now, where was the... yeah, it's here. Might want to check out this place here. Just some generic loot, but we can scrap it because we do need crafting components for more ammo and grenades and such, so that's good. But we really need to talk to that Netrunner soon, because that's gonna allow me to upgrade myself a little bit. At least we can take some more damage that way. It's gonna be super useful. Now in this area we encountered more bad people. Yes.
Make decisions.
There was a civilian there because police didn't like that. But we should be fine. I think they will stop searching in a bit. Unless this is an officer, but I doubt that. It's a drone. Might have to take the drone out. Some money.
God damn it.
Is that police? Yeah, okay. There's another corpse still. Okay. Let's just go. Save the game, because we will encounter more bad people, I think. They are over there. What I need is to shake off the police. Am I in combat? There's a lot of enemies. Let's just throw a bunch of grenades in there. Yeah, the police ignore me now, which is good. They are powerful. Come on. I always heal too soon and the reload doesn't really click. Almost. Okay. That's bad. Let's just heal through this. It's wasting a bunch of kits, but there's nothing I can do. This area is just absolutely chock full of enemies. Okay, and throw a grenade. And preferably another one. One small mod I install, remove the automatic reload. Managed to take them out, at least a couple of them, but still in a tough spot here. Not for everyone, but I love it. And it's good. I like to reload manually, usually. Come on, just let me have my stuff. Okay, we are done. In this game, it's also weird how you can interrupt your own reload by if you start sprinting, it's gonna instantly break your reload animation, which I'm not used to, so I do screw myself up from time to time. They are quite tough. Want to be punished by not thinking about their loading. It's a severe punishment. I think that's not a bad idea. I guess with some weapons it's worse than with others. I'm just getting absolutely shredded by these guys. I don't know what. I'm so bad. Probably way better. Might be the issue. Just collect this stuff. There is actually something. Oh yeah, it's great.
You come out alone. We won't hurt you. I promise.
So many bad people. Okay, let's just throw some nades in here. I can make plenty of these. These are very cheap grenades. You can basically disassemble freaking ashtray and make a grenade out of it. That's how this game works. So if it allows me to survive this, I would be grateful. Okay. If I get headshotted, I'm insta dead, I think. Almost done. Not quite. She healed. Ah, isn't that annoying? It just took me so long to whittle down her HP. She's still not dead. Almost dead. I'm so dead. This is so obnoxious. Okay, okay. Bunch extra bad people spawned from nowhere. Can we even deal with this? They're taking like no damage from this, and I take one hit and it brings me down 1/4 of my health bar. That's not very good. If I had better accuracy I could do it, but it's just sprint, right? Basically, I'm just... Let's burn through the medkits, okay. This is so bad. Could at least take one out. It's almost there. We have lost grenades, so let's use it. It's probably not gonna work though. This guy's almost toast. No. That Wolfenstein game was one of the few shooters you like, right? And other games you enjoy from FPS genre. Stuff, but I do quite like Quake, I think. Especially the older shooters. I don't like the shooters where you regenerate HP. So any Call of Duty after 1 or 2. It's just stupid. I mean, even here you just constantly mash the heal button, so it's not too different. You just need to make sure you have enough consumables. So that's also not great, but just crouching to heal... Oh, it's just stupid. I don't like that. I like when you have to collect resources from the map and the levels are thoughtfully designed with medkits strategically placed. And armor like that. That's why I like Wolfenstein. Just fucking die. This woman has been the bane of my existence for a long time. Yes. Fine. This last magazine as well. Let's make some ammo. Don't have that many parts. It's gonna be bad. Let's go into inventory. Oh, first I need to just loot stuff. Right. We did loot all things around here, I think. Did we loot the Maelstrom guys? Yes. So now this corridor. Let's gonna be absolutely full. I think this was worth it still. It was very painful, but it was properly worth it. You might enjoy Unreal. The drops there vary depending on how well you're doing. Okay. That's unfair though. I like to be able to just you know, do very well and still get what the fair amount of stuff is. And if I'm not using it, it just feels good because you are just doing better than you should, and that's the good feeling. I don't like when the game is unfair, when, oh yeah, you are doing well, just suddenly starts to do something that it wouldn't do to someone who is doing poorly. I don't think that's very good. But I'm willing to give it a shot. It's an old game like Quake, so I think there's a good chance I might enjoy it. I'm gonna give this rifle a shot. Let's try this. Just take everything apart. Low on health, you get few more medkits. High on health, the game doesn't give you more health packs on top of it. Yeah, but I like the feeling when I just find stuff I don't even need, because it means I'm doing better than the game thinks I should. Especially on the highest difficulty. It's the best feeling. Of course, in Wolfenstein you get reduced amounts of ammo and health and everything else from the drops. So that's sort of integral. These are just these goggles. It's alright. They've balanced it well though. You feel like you are scraping. Often having to be careful with ammo you get. That's good. You'll get too much at times, especially with ammo. Okay. As I said, I'm willing to give it a shot. I generally do like the older shooters more than the more modern ones. Just because the systems... Today it's all about the regeneration stuff. I don't like that. Like at all. These are actually pretty snazzy boots. They're gonna be better than a bunch of these, which I find a little bit insane. Just play Unreal on hardest difficulty, it won't be fun. Yeah, I'm gonna do hard or whatever is there, most likely. It's an old cool with HP, it's possible to get armor and shields, that's good. It's what you want, that's right about the perfect mix. I think. But it depends on the execution. I think the graphics look a little bit like Gothic, actually. So that already seemed a little bit cool when I saw it for the first time. Let's take a look. We have an attribute point to spend. We need to figure out what we want to unlock next. So what would this give us? You'd have to go up to 7 to be able to use workshop. That's actually great, this thing, but 7? It's quite a bit. Let's do it. We'll need it eventually. And for now, just keep dumping it into rifles. Maybe use the same engine. It's possible. Keep increasing this. This rifle is gonna just chew through the ammunition like nobody's business. Let's take a look at scrap. Yeah. Yes, just disassemble everything. And you'll be making some ammunition. Also a couple of grenades. And some health, but we are already running low on some of our stuff. According to Wikipedia, Gothic has its own engine, okay. I wasn't aware of that. But it looks very similar. If you look up how Gothic 1 looks like and then you take a look at how Unreal looks like, it's very, very similar. At least to my eyes, it looked very, very similar. But maybe it's just that era. Basically, because it's very close to each other. We have 20,000 creds, so let's head over to Ripperdoc to get ourselves upgraded so we are no longer so bad at life, hopefully. If it's gonna have any real impact, that remains to be seen. There's a roadblock. I think there are bad people, yeah. I'll want to just pick them off first before we go. Oh, that's so many. That's so goddamn many. But the Unreal Engine holds up pretty well even today. Good. Give it a grenade. It's higher DPS weapon because it shoots faster, but it's not really, individual shots are not really more powerful. So that's why I don't usually like this weapon compared to the Copperhead. So I just like to tap enemies, but you need significant damage for that to work. And currently we just don't have enough damage. Lighting is great in Unreal Engine. Okay. I'm looking forward to it actually. But I think that was the same thing I said about Darwinia, because I just didn't know what to expect. So I need to temper my expectations. You know? That's part of the reason why people are disappointed a lot of the time. Just unreasonable expectations cause you a lot of grief. You need to realize you cannot have nice things, and therefore everything's gonna be fine. When you just adjust to that. Why did you leave me from Darwinia? Yeah. You wanted that visceral experience of Marek roasting your favorite games from childhood. Nobody wants that though. I mean... So many corpses. I think it was still a good deal, this. Even though we burned through our supplies again. Probably still worth it.
It's just a matter of time, motherfucker! Weapon down!
It's kind of difficult to aim with this thing. If I told you about combat and the lemmings, you would have been negative from the start. Yeah, that's true. So maybe you did me a favor to just be able to enjoy the first mission at least, where you don't have to do that. Because the squad system isn't like the worst, I can bear with that, but the fact that there is no economy to speak of, hella hurts that. Because the game then needs to figure out something else for you to do, and it's always gonna be micro. Cats are making some interesting noises. Okay, I think that was worth it. Let's take a look at our inventory. We found some blueprints, I think. Or is it because of my crafting level? Are they fighting? Yes. I think they were fighting a moment ago. In the very morning I did feed them. I was going out to do some chores. I had some paperwork to do still. And what I saw was the male cat was going around and like seeing me off. So he was naively just prancing around, and the female cat, the smaller one, just ambushed him, jumped on him from the side and starting to just biting him in the side, and he was just desperately screeching for help and then ran off. Sniper might be useful for me, but it's not what I have perks for. And it needs body 10. This might be useful. We do have enough, but it's gonna be like useful for a little while at least. So I feel like we should get that. And then these are probably not worth it. Let's take a look at our inventory now. Did we make it? Yes, but it's worse than this one. No, it's better, slightly. It has 3 modification slots though. So we could get it hitting target that reduces their shooting accuracy by 10%, increases damage by 3%. Yeah, let's just do that. So some inhuman creatures. This one, Saratoga. No, I don't like that one too much. How fast does it shoot? Slower? Well, let's just scrap these. It's alright. Without melee weapons. It will still do damage. I mean, it will, but it just feels bad to focus on anything that you don't have perks for. At least for me personally. I know it doesn't really matter that much as I might be thinking, but it's just how it feels like for me. Tend to stay further away, so sniper would be good for the bastard that just hides from you in the distance. Yeah, distance. You could. But does sniping has its own thing? We also don't have the required body to wield it, you know. And if you take a look at character, it's gonna be body, annihilation, shotguns, light machine guns, athletics, street brawler. That's gonna be melee. Is it annihilation? Proves proficiency with shotguns, machine guns, heavy machine guns, enables to dismember enemies. It's really weird. What do the what improves your sniper rifle proficiency? All rifle types and submachine guns. Is this the thing? Sniper rifles and precision rifles, headshot damage. Okay. All rifles and some. Okay, so it would actually synergize pretty well to go for a sniper and a assault rifle, I think. Yeah. This will need a scope though. Okay. You'll need some better scopes. These, not really great. Put parts everywhere. Okay, let's just head over to the Ripper dock. It's actually a weapons dealer as well.
Hey, looking to buy some new iron. A few dozen pounds.
Well,
Just need a bit more body. Yeah, we do. But it's good because you want body anyway to be able to not get one shot. I don't like silencers. Okay, gonna have to buy a scope. We're gonna buy this one. And then I'm gonna sell the special grenades. Those special grenades just suck. Usually you just want the regular ones, the explosive ones. So these ones are really useless.
Looking to buy some new iron.
Let's take a
Few
look
dozen
again.
pounds.
So I didn't
Well,
check. So
Be my
yeah,
fucking
just
guest.
show me your stuff. So that's everything he has, right? Okay. Well, not useful then. Got a scavenger problem around here.
Scabs give you a lot of trouble around here.
Some days, sure. Other days, not so much. But me personally, well, they know better.
Gonna have to talk to the Ripper Doc. Is this? Oh yeah, it's just a shooting range, I think. This is outside. Netrunner is up there. Let's take a look at the rifle. We can give it this thing, but it's not really necessary. But we'll need to improve so many things. I'm not sure how we can ever get those skills. Just gonna have to murder so many enemies. Right, it wants me to get up there. So for that we'll need to... Is there really no way? Oh, there is a staircase. Just need to go this way. Yeah, okay. Now we'll be able to spend some of our money, I think.
T-Bug sent me. Said you'd have something for me.
You're V, right? She had me hold the demon for you. It should work on any 3rd gen deck.
Okay. Glad to grab a demon always.
You could test it now. I have an access point. If you'd like, that is. You might extract some shimsoft or subroutines. Seems worth a try, either way.
Okay, so do we pick? Overheat is usually pretty good. If you go for hacking, you can just inflict damage at a distance to people, and it's not lethal. Short circuit, it's against robots and drones and such. But you could also buy just something cheap. It costs 5 RAM, I don't even have that, I don't think. That's how much it costs to cast it. Pay our debt back, yes we do, but you don't need to do it quick. But yeah, we should probably just... I'm not interested in these things usually for the most part. Because I'm not a hacker, so let's just not have that. What I need is the Ripper Doc. So yeah, maybe we pay off the debt so that he modifies us again, and then we can just slap the stuff we found on us. That sounds good. But we'll have to murder some extra enemies to get more money and XP. Let's take a look at the map. I'm sure there's something to do. Probably high threat though. Yes. Where is the... Talk to the bouncers, that's the information. Paid in full, that's the debt. So let's just head on over. Maybe we could do this one on the way. And then on the way there, we could maybe find some more bad people. That's why I don't usually like to drive cars, just try to find enemies along the way. So that's what we need to do. Doesn't feel like we have too much ammo currently, but that's fine. Also, what about the sniper rifle with the scope? Yeah, we have the scope now. So it's gonna help. I'm not sure how powerful it's gonna be when we don't really have... Yeah, I cannot run with it, right. So maybe that's gonna be better once we get some body. But we should still be able to shoot it, right? I think that's how it works. We also killed... There were some enemies there, they already dealt with. The fuck? This game never ceases to amaze me. Some fighting. Camera looks good now, by the way. The small things you've tweaked has helped. Okay, that's good. I tweaked some lighting as well. Okay, good. I think the gore bugged out a little bit there at the head. I think the sniper is kind of good, but the same, it's absolutely broken. Good suggestion. We'll see how we do if we improve the body with it. Might do it better. Seems a little bit broken though. At least for now. I'm sure later it's not gonna be as... I'm not sure how it will scale, that's what I want to say. Because some things in this game don't really scale too well, you know how it is. Depends if we can get hold of some good blueprints or improve it, I guess. But that's like 50 BMG level of... yeah. That's why it's a single shot on all that. But yeah, some of our perks actually do apply for it. On damage mods, that thing will be great. Okay. I'm gonna trust you. Let's go this way. We did hear some extra shooting and... It's a net runner. Why am I using this whole thing? It's alright. I don't know why I have that equipped actually. But maybe it's good to have that for the non-lethal takedowns. Might actually be beneficial. Just thinking that 3% more damage will make bigger difference on things that that thing than on normal weapons. Yes, for sure. But 3% damage is just the first level. You can improve it multiple times. That's for the rifle skill. That's like the base, the crappiest increase perk. But you also have the other perks for the weapons, which is also the aiming time and things like that. So you can aim pretty quick without loss of accuracy. That's gonna be useful, all of it is. Some of the stuff benefits the assault rifles more, probably. Some of it is better for this. I don't like RPG. You know that? No, that's not true. It's not what I said. But there are a lot of different kinds of RPGs. Hey friendly computer, welcome. How am I today? I'm doing okay. Just came home an hour ago when we started streaming, so had some stuff to deal with today, but it's alright. Need to do some progress on this today, but we've really been just grinding for the most part. so it's not the greatest, but I do still kind of enjoy that, since I do like progression systems and economy in most games, so even this one is no exception. Are there gonna be bad people down there? No, most likely not. Right? Legal activity, right? Yeah. No. Just collect whatever's here. And today I'll be able to get the green screen. I already have the green screen itself, but I'm gonna get the stand today, so it should actually help out a bit with the background and all. Let's take this apart. I want to stream today, but I haven't found anything that is great for streaming. Oh no, that's there are so many games you could play. Streaming content is not really the biggest issue, it's just what you feel like playing, I feel like. Because there are so many games today compared to what we had. Well, like, remember when you were a kid and how few games there were, and still people got excited for it, and you were like... In today's terms, the whole world is just absolutely chock full of games, and great games at that. So of course there are exceptions and many horrible games as well. But if you want to stream something, there shouldn't be a problem to find something. You just watch you for a while. That's not a problem, but I'm sure you could find something you might want to stream. It just depends on what you are feeling like. I feel like it's usually good to evaluate, like, do I feel like playing a strategy game or an RPG, or just focus on the genre first and then figure out what to do. Because that at least narrows it down a bit. And you know, it also depends if you want to stick to your guns or if you want to do something new. Some people just like to do variety streams, while some others might want to stick to games that they play like long term, not necessarily as a long play, just something you play a lot of the time, and people might come back for that sort of thing. So in terms of getting people interested, it's probably better to stick to something you know quite a bit, just because people might find that more interesting, I think. But it depends on what kind of audience you want to attract, because there are all kinds of people out there and all of them have different preferences on why they come to Twitch and what they want to watch. So this is something that currently I'm not a very good Cyberpunk player at all, but I do know RPG games, so I feel like it still can be at least a little bit entertaining, but it's nowhere near as good as when I'm playing Caesar, because there I just know everything. Unless there is a new Augustus update. Back in listening for like 3 or 4 hours, I keep playing games that get little viewership. I need to either go back to Hearts of Iron 4 or Stellaris, or find something new that I can get addicted to. Get better views and participation with Stellaris and Hearts of Iron 4. That makes sense, because these games generally do have a bigger following, and that is just people want to see something with the other stuff you played. They probably are looking for someone who can tell them a lot about it, and if it's something you also find new, it might be difficult to provide that level of information they require, but not sure. As I said, some people just want to see you play a game they know and love, and want to see you play it for the first time and hear how you react to it and all that. And maybe, I don't know if you played RPG games ever, but that usually is pretty good. Like, if there is an RPG game people like a lot, and then you stream it and they see you play it for the first time, they might enjoy seeing you do that. Especially if you take it a little seriously, just try to do your best at it, you know, that sort of thing. I know that you like to also like joke around and have a good time and just take a piss on the characters. That's fine, but some decisions also, it's like if you try to do the best job you can, that's what's alluring to these people, and that still got crashed. That's the best thing you can do. You know, I guess this upgrade updates you already know most things about it. Yeah, but there could be another update coming up, and then might be something I'm not familiar with. So that's what I'm mentioning. Right. But yeah, Caesar has done the most for me as a Twitch channel, I think, because it's just so much of a staple. Without it, I don't know if I would even be able to really come up with ideas much, because when I have the foundation, everything is so much easier. But if I didn't have that, I would be constantly struggling to find that foundation, and I wouldn't properly know where to look properly without that. For you, it's probably Hearts of Iron. That's your foundation, I think, and maybe you do need to return to your roots sort of, like from time to time, just to reaffirm yourself, basically.
Jotaro Shobo. Ring a bell? Guy's a fucking psychopath. Records himself torturing joy pills The mobs finally tracked him down.
Hearts of Iron and Stellaris are my staples, but I'm burned out on them. I can't see any challenge in them anymore. Yeah. If you know them very well, that makes sense. Police didn't like that. I did just frag some civvies there. Couldn't contact you when they played C3. Yeah, and I proposed some custom maps, that's right. I think that's where we saw each other for the first time. So yeah, that's how Twitch works. Sometimes you come into contact with people that stick around for your stuff. Usually they just come for something specific, but if your personality or gameplay or things like that are interesting, they might stick around for longer. You know how it works. I need to shake off the chase. And fairly recently I just saw you play Season 3. Yeah. I did play a bunch of it before as well, but sometimes it's difficult to get Twitch to recommend your stuff unless people follow that game specifically, in terms of they will get notified if anyone plays that game, basically. Maybe we'll be able to shake it off soon. I'd hope so, at least.
Ain't got no rights now, kid.
It's the police again. Let's try to shake them off again. Maybe it's fine. Just need to murder these gangsters. That's an officer? Yeah. They are everywhere. I'm gonna have to come this way. Goddamn police. Yeah, they're very mean to me. And shooting them isn't the solution. No, it's fine. I'm peaceful. I don't watch any shit that Twitch proposes me. I've done my best to hide those themes as much as I can. I follow games and go in and check on them when I want to watch anything. Yeah, that's smart. That's how we should do it. I'm just getting... yeah, I'm dead. From the... how is it called? Burnout or something like that, when they just wall hack you with the cheats and just make you burn. It's fine. Just if I didn't frag the civilians with the sniper rifle, it was the collateral damage that killed them. It's very unfortunate. But yeah, what I wanted to say, that's how you should do it on Twitch, because Twitch will absolutely drown you in the deluge of stuff you are not interested in if you give it a chance. What you need to do is just selectively follow several games, and then Twitch will understand. But it just loves to recommend stuff you hate. That's how it works. Also, the discovery page is usually just full of stuff you are not interested in. It has tough time recommending anything useful.
Guy's a fucking records himself torturing joy toys and sells that shit to like-minded scumbags.
Exactly, I know.
The Mox finally tracked him down. This is your chance to give this fucker what he deserves and earn a little scratch while you're at it. More on this sicko attach.
I cannot shoot the civvies. That's not a civilian. The worst thing that could happen is the police, otherwise we are fine. This bar is gonna be absolutely chock full of enemies, but we should be alright. I have a shortcut to Twitch that opens up games I follow. Yeah, it's pretty good, so you don't have to go through the main page. They also like suggesting Bobas. They like the stream. It's a lot of views, maybe you'd like it too, yeah. They for sure like that. I mean, it's not that long ago when Twitch went after all the Boba streams and went like, oh yeah, you cannot do that. And then, yeah, you just have to fetch inflatable pool, and that means you are at a pool, so you can wear your undies. That's how it works. Advertise video streamers for you. It depends. So it's also just considering your country of origin. It's very mean, because usually I wouldn't like to watch Czech streamers. Like, that's not how life works. I want to watch people stream in English and competently. So Czech streamers wouldn't work for me. Please just dial. This guy is like a shred of health left. That's really annoying. Okay, let's just take the assault rifle. No. This is a bad idea. The game is way more important for me. Yeah. That's what I mean as well. It doesn't really matter to me where the streamer is from, for the most part. That's what I'm interested after I like the gameplay. But yeah, you know why Twitch does that, right? So it's because some people just cannot speak English at all or really well. So they instead just look for people from their own country, so they can find the people who stream in their language. And that helps them do that. So that's why it's there, I think. Oh. Have I killed someone I shouldn't? Again? Because the police didn't like that. That's not good. Then there should be an option for those people can set. Yes. Absolutely. I'm not advocating for the horrible algorithm. It's just, you know, you need to understand why it's happening and what did they think when they created that. And I think that's the thought behind it. I'm not saying it's good. It's just why. You know? That's why. Most likely. But yes, absolutely, it should be a thing. You could set, oh yeah, I am a scrub lord, I need this. So I can set this a filter or whatever, and Twitch will understand that it should recommend stuff in your own language to you. But it shouldn't be vanilla setting. It's just strange how that works. Love promoting gaming channel run by Swedish state-run media. That doesn't sound very enticing. I'm gonna be honest here. Okay, I'm missing one technical ability to be able to get through that door, but that's fine. Did I not loot him? Okay. Let's go this way. Like this. Let's take a look at our... Wait, we have a level up. It's not an ability point, though. It kinda sucks. Let's get this. Perks of being an English speaker, yeah! Imagine that. It's very versatile. Just access to all the various things you just wouldn't be able to interpret. It's just today not speaking English, so it's so limiting. I cannot hack the wall, so let's just go. But let's put it like this: most females have pink or blue hair, and the guys mostly have man buns. Well, yes. That's why I said it's not very enticing when you talked about it, because I could already imagine. I mean, our state propaganda is probably very similar, so don't feel bad. We have our own stuff. It's just nobody takes that seriously, really. If you talk to anyone who is not horrible at life, they will tell you the same sort of thing, so... reasonable. Alright, that was a civilian. We cannot kill more, otherwise you'll be in trouble, I think. This gun is just spraying like crazy. Okay, done. That is that thing is an alarm, I think, right? Okay. Wanna know this something? I cleared this without killing anyone. I mean, you can, but why? You get all the nice things when you murder people. That's how we need to think about it. It's actively bad for you to take the stealth route. Because in game, like, if you play Deus Ex, you are actually rewarded for not killing people in your missions by the ending, right? But in here it does not actually matter, because the ending is not reflective of the amount of people you killed. And you are a mercenary, so I don't really care. It's bad people. Just, you know, murder them. Yeah! It's a wonderful quote. Put it on a t-shirt. No issues with that whatsoever. Should have a quote, but maybe. It's just so much stuff. I don't think we should... no. It's good. I will need the money because we need to pay our debt. So I guess that's fine. I'm also really bad at hacking, as you might tell. So it's not working out too well. Let's just go. Things. This room, right? Okay, we cannot do that because we are too stupid. A fun hacking path before clicking anything. Yeah, it makes sense. I just click things. I don't want to spend an extra time on it. It's my problem. I know that reasonable people do it so that you can get all the rewards from it. I just cannot be bothered. And that's totally on me. Maybe I can be bothered later, when it's something important or when we take it more seriously, but for now, in this early part, it's not really that important, I don't think. That's a lot of bad people. Did they all run away? Yeah. Did it?
What you got?
Our bot is so bad, we just cannot even reload it properly. Need to go around now. Can take the assault rifle for a bit. We don't really have much ammo for it, but that's fine. Is that a turret? Yeah. All it takes is 2 shots. I think this is not somewhere where we should be yet. But that's everywhere. I think the game really wants me to do the story mission. This sucks. I'm gonna have to go back. I couldn't save throughout that whole thing, so... Yeah, that's always great. Let's take a look at our inventory. I'm gonna craft some extra ammo for the rifle, because you'll need plenty of that. And let's try that again.
Jotaro Shobo. Ring a bell? Guy's a fucking psychopath. Records himself torturing joy demons and sells that shit to like-minded scumbags. The Mox finally tracked him down. This is your chance to give this fucker what he deserves and earn a little scratch while you're at it. More on this sicko attached.
It sucks, we'll have to loot everything again. Is that a turret? Yeah. Instantly shocked. Story of my life. It's alright, I don't think we are overly salty about it. Also, close quarters combat with this is probably not the best thing ever. Let's try to get this. Alright, sniper montage. This is not good. We are not supposed to be here yet, I don't think. We are just suck at life because I don't have the upgrades for my for my body. The meat suit is just falling apart after several shots, and that's not very good. I think we should really just move on, but it's so irresistible when you go and just the game says, oh yeah, you can just murder people here to get some good stuff. No, don't do that. Face clan. We're gonna give it one last shot.
Jotaro Shobo. Ring a bell? Guy's a fucking psychopath. Records
So we're
himself
seeing
torturing
Marek at
joy
the future,
demons and sells
in the
that shit to
future.
like-minded scumbags. The Mox finally
What it
tracked him
is.
down. This is your chance to give this fucker what he deserves and earn a little scratch while you're at it. More on this sicko attached.
Careful. And of course, I hit a civilian. What are we gonna do about the police chasing me? Let's just run into this alley. Might be ways to get up to him from the outside, by the way. Yes, but I need to murder everyone to get their gear and get the XP for murdering people. You know how life works, right? That's what I need. It's not about the final reward or anything. It's about a grind. I need to grind, and these are free enemies I can kill without any repercussions if I don't trigger the police by shooting the bystanders by accident. Firing 50 cal into public place? Yeah, I had no idea it would cause some collateral. It's just preposterous. What could go wrong? You know, back is safe. Yeah, unless the police come. They are still here, by the way. Preposterous. Yes, it is. Cannot get blood. Also, if there is an officer or drone, they will spot me and rekindle the search, I think. So that's pretty bad. I cannot resist it though. I think I'm just gonna try to go back immediately. Yeah, there we go. It works. Are we gonna hack these things? Because it's gonna take a long time. Maybe we do it on the way back. Because currently I don't think there is a very good reason for it. I'm so squishy, by the way. It's just, it feels so bad. Always exposed and vulnerable. It's alright. Just murder everyone and then we'll hack the machines. There are some things that are like locked off in here. Yeah. Toilets. I don't remember where the additional stuff was. It was here somewhere. Yeah, this way. Let's scrap some of these things. Silencer. Don't really want a silencer, but can't be bothered right now. Oh, do we have a level up? Yeah, it's just a perk. Let's get the rifle things. It's a crotch shot. Not hacking any of the machines. Hacking the camera might be useful, it spots enemies for you. What's useful is I kinda need to get some skill points more than anything else. So hacking is probably gonna give us skill points. Maybe I'll unlock it later, yeah. But just, you know, doing various things. It's grinding the skills, which is good. So not a bad idea. Probably better than just to shoot it. If we had more technical, we could loot even more money from this place once we just go through and do all the hacking. For now, this is what this is. I'll just collect whatever's on these bastards. Is there another corpse I missed? There might be. Also, there is something in one of these boots. Here. Don't want to know what's inside that bag. Right. Bar. Yeah, bar has something as well. Some money. Let's reload this. Need to be sure we don't die, so let's... Yeah, it's still in combat, so we cannot save the game. There is gonna be a turret on the upper floor, we know that much already. Since last time it was like and instantly dead. That was not very good. Was it here? It's gonna be in the upper area. Okay, there we go. Let's open that up for later. Need to be careful. We are really squishy. All it takes is a couple of hits. I think there were more up here. Okay, this time we can go through this door. Last time it was locked off because it's strength 8. But if they use it, you can use it as well. Oh yeah, they are scavs, or ripping people apart for implants, right? It's just very nasty. They do quite a good job at portraying the visceral nature of these places. It's like the first mission you do with the scavs. Okay. Now, where was the turret? No idea. Maybe it's better to go this way. Might be able to get at its back. That's the threat. No! It's so mean. It's so mean. They could turn it off? No, just shoot it. But it can turn on its axis. That's not good. They're very hard to destroy. Well, the BMG did a fairly good job. It's just the nature of it, how fast it can turn and shoot you in the face. Is a problem. I just cannot do that yet, but it's just how this game is. I want to do that. It's just, I don't know why. I need to control myself and just not go there. It's too early. Right? I think. That's the excuse we are gonna go with.
Showboat. Ring a bell?
I'm sure we can visit later. For now, it's probably not viable.
like-minded scumbags.
Use explosives against the turret. That could work, but you see how the turret is quick? It can just double tap you like nobody's business. It's like and you are dead. And it can turn from anywhere. So if it's aware of you, it will just roast you if you peek from the corner. The turret is just too salty for me. I need to take at least more hits so I can fight it properly. Like this, it's just instant death. And my grenades suck. They are not very powerful. Where does this place lead? Actually, I have no idea. Hostile area. Oh yeah, we are not supposed to be here. That's alright. Is this America? Yes. Night City is in America. But yeah, nobody really cares about weapons, not even the police, unless you shoot the weapons. It's just how this works. Don't question it, alright? No, I also question it. So everyone should. Where do we go from here? I wanted to go somewhere. Yeah, that's just the thing I wanted to do. Well, I cannot do that. So we go to the pay off the debt. Maybe on the way we'll be able to pay off some. Those are the police. You can't aim at civilians. Aim, but if you just walk around like this, it's not aiming. Because the game thinks it's fine. This is fine. All this is fine. This is not fine. No little French. That's a weird bug. Okay, I'll just go to the quest site. I'm not sure if we have enough money to pay it off yet. But it doesn't really matter. Need to go up. So there's this elevator. Gonna have to use it. I was sure there was something down here. I don't remember. No. Let's just activate this thing. Maybe we could run into some bad people. That would be nice. Just some regular bad people, not insane bad people who kill you in one hit. Because we are in the area where they're supposed to be, like the regular kind of enemies, right? I was just also pretty tough. Maybe they scale, I'm not sure. Okay, so that was that encounter done. Canada has the weird French-English tension at all times, mostly because Quebecois demand the moon and threaten separatism when they don't get everything they want. Little biased. No, I've heard that from both sides, basically. So not sure. I guess it's your internal affair as well. Like, outsiders probably have very little actual knowledge of it. So I just don't have anything to say, really, to that, since it's probably all wrong. But it sucks when there's internal tension like that. It's not really... doesn't really have that much importance, I don't think, because it goes back a long time, these sorts of things, right? So it's not like you couldn't really influence it, it's just there. It's strange how people still stick to that after such a long time. Something to do with it. Yeah. I hear him fighting. Fighting is good. Where is it? Let's try to save the game. There are some officers. Bad people? Yes. Quebec is not like Palestine or Kurdistan. They have land and are respected, yet they pretend they are oppressed. Who is your Cyberpunk waifu? I don't have a Cyberpunk waifu. All the people in this game are horrendous.
Why you being like that? I ain't yelling.
Just loot his colleague there. I'm sure he won't mind. Let's take this. What else is here? Should stream Game Awards. I don't know what that is. You mean like the awards that are given to games or studios to make games, and I should just like let it run on stream? That's not my thing. I'd just rather play something myself. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, our implants are horrible, we know that. Let's just take these things apart. Our thing is actually better than this. It's pretty bad. Why are all things so bad? Could do some crafting, I guess. Might require a bit of ammo. For this, a couple of grenades. And some of this. What game did you vote for Game of the Year? I didn't vote for Game of the Year. Are the cats fighting again? Yeah, I think Kate is playing with them actually. That's what the noise is.
Ain't got the scratch, June. You can't wait? Don't send a fucking report.
Okay, let's go this way. Do we have the money, by the way? Almost. But almost is not good enough. How are we gonna get more? If we manage to find more bad people, that would help. Oh, there are gonna be guys here maybe. Well, intermingled with civilians. There we go. Oh, that's officers? Is it officers? Yes. It's gonna be an explosion. Usually the bikes explode in a single hit, so it's pretty good. Gonna be their friends coming to help out. Check it out. Yeah, that's fine. We can do that.
What is with you fuckers?
Little scaredy pussy.
I suppose that's all of them. Some good loot. What we really need is money though, so let's hope we can get some.
The gong's hiding somewhere.
Give a new perk point. Invest it into the reflex again. Just make the rifles better. Yeah, what we really need is money, which we've gained a little bit, but maybe we need to visit a shop first. Now, can we find a shop on the map? Probably not, right? They're all just... they're kinda rare, the shops. So I'm not sure if we can find one easily. Yeah, there we go, filter. Service point, custom, dynamic, custom. Vendor. Oh yeah, there we go. Stations where I can sell stuff, yeah. That's just the drop boxes. Match point, weapons. That's just that's in the place where we started the game from. Junk shop, clothing. Let's try this. Maybe we could run into someone as well along the way, because the stuff we are getting from the enemies, it's not actually gonna sell for much at all. Right, that was pretty bad. I just didn't notice we are nearby the bad people. He was wanted. Some money from that. That's good. We also have a bunch of food we can sell, so we should be able to get the necessary money from the shop, hopefully. More bad people? Yes. That's actually super useful. The officers didn't really like that.
Join us today. Peace is fragile. Help us strengthen it by using our resources. Wherever you are.
It's probably a drone fighting me, yeah, it's fine. It's because I managed to kill a civilian with that explosion, but it was worth it.
How are you?
Need to buy some meds.
Okay. Sushi sells crafting specs for better heal. It just costs 45 eddies, so let's buy that. Yeah, I think those prices for the blueprints are not adjusted properly. But it doesn't really matter. Let's just sell some of this stuff. Won't be able to take it apart for components, but that's alright. Don't really need to. Now this, yeah, all of this food and alcohol we can sell. It's not gonna be much, but it helps a bit. So many kinds of food. This is why there is a mod on Nexus which simplifies the food into one kind. It's just tacos and then one kind of drink as well. Because this gets really old real fast. So many kinds of things that you still just sell. Grenades, right. Let's sell those as well. They suck. Scopes. This one is worse, I'll sell that. Random Caesar 3 question. Wheat is generally regarded as the best food type. Aside from wheat being produced faster in certain climates, is there a difference between the food types? Yes, there is. And I'd say I do sometimes avoid using wheat intentionally on some in some circumstances, especially if you are not playing on a map where you can get wheat on desert or central. Because central and desert has double the wheat output, but if you cannot grow that then only keep it for like imports, or even if you are playing a northern map and get wheat. The difference is market ladies have a priority of what kind of goods they go for the first. And wheat is the first in the left. So if you take a look at the list of things, or the goods, from left to right, that's the order of priority they will consider fetching it. And so people also like to eat food from this priority list. So they will eat wheat before they eat any fruit, and they will eat fruit before they eat any meat. They will consume all the types, but they will most likely eat most of the wheat rather than anything else. Same as the market ladies will just always go for that wheat. It's just like a freaking addiction. So it can be good, but also really bad for you. So you need to really make sure that you know what you are doing with that information. But it can help you. Yeah. Nothing really new, I guess. Planning my map a little, makes sense. I'm sure it's gonna be good when it comes out. Just take your time, there's no rush with it, so. We have the money to pay off our debt. Should probably do that. Even though it's gonna cost us everything we have in the world. Right, let's just... Police. Open, I have an idea that I like. I'm sure it's gonna be good. It takes a while to design a proper map, well. Nothing original about it. Hopefully fun to... hopefully it's fun. You'll see about that. I'm gonna be trying it out, so... sure you'll do your best job.
Finally scrounged up enough eddies to pay you back in full.
Hold on to them just in case. You need them more than me.
I'm not taking them all the way to my grave, Vic. Here. And thanks again for doing so much work on me without ever seeing an any.
That's what friends are for.
Was thinking about swapping some chrome. You got any new toys?
Have a look.
We can at least equip some of the stuff we've got. Oh, he sells it, right? Well, I don't have any money now. So, you know, that kinda sucks. And I have some of my own stuff, but he doesn't let me modify that. Did he see Hideo Kojima? No. Did he just say something again? Something original, but yeah. Might make a special marked version with 120 Potter requests in the first month. Why? I know it's a joke, but no, I don't. Contrary to what many people believe, I'm actually not a biggest fan of these sorts of things. Yet I get to play all these maps all the time that are like this. Right. I want to do something. Cyberpunk. Can we not swap it? Because I have some of them in my backpack. I think I just cannot. Really use that. Whatever. It's only because you managed to win these maps for the most part, so people want to break you. Yes, that's how life works. Unfortunately. The best way to do it is just pretend you are a scrub, and people will suggest you play only reasonable maps and still be impressed that you beat them and applaud to you. It's like a circus. If you actually get good, you will suffer. There is plenty of bad out there. Over the course of the years, when Caesar is a thing. People have made all sorts of maps, and some of them are very, very, very cruel, even in Julius. You can imagine it does not synergize well with the additional stuff Augustus wants from you. And there are many people who actually, oh yeah, you should play this. Why? Because of reasons. So we cannot have nice things, we can have that. Of course not. Where is the junk? Maybe I don't have any junk left. I wanted to disassemble it. Okay, what are we gonna do now? I don't have any money. We need to come back to him to get some upgrades, but for that we need money again. Well, what's next? I can call a person, I think. Meredith.
Stout here. Start by telling me how you got this number.
No more than your number. Heard you misplaced a convoy.
You shut him up. Spill what you know. Don't make me wait.
Transport fuck-up's toxic for you, I know. So listen carefully. You and me are gonna meet. See if we can't find a way to help each other out.
Mutual self-interest. Agreed. First exit off Skyline, driving towards the NID. Storm channel under the overpass. Meet you there.
Okay, so that's what we do before we meet Jackie. There is an option to do it peacefully, but I want to murder all the Maelstrom. Maelstrom is so bad. Like, you know what Maelstrom is, right? Maelstrom is the people who are like... their face is half machine, just crude implants, and they murder people. Usually take them apart as like scavs do. So I have no issues whatsoever murdering them. And the mission is gonna allow us to murder a whole bunch of them and loot their headquarters, which is actually pretty good for your economy. So I think we are gonna do that. I'm not sure if we are strong enough though, because the mission can get quite hard. There will be a lot of them. There's also an encounter here, but I guess that's over. So we did kill them once already. Right. Could also be evil and help the Corpo. Is it evil though? I mean, I'm gonna help her, but I'm gonna help her by murdering everyone in there. And then she's gonna also thank me. It's just a different approach. But yeah, it's gonna... evil now. It's gonna result in the same sort of thing. I mean, what's really evil in this? Who knows? I mean, the corporations are probably pretty evil since they got their way with society, and this is what happens. But, yeah. What is Popelnica again? Popelnica is dumpster. But you do remember your lessons. Something I didn't expect. It's too real. Let's go this way. It wants me to go this way, okay. My pronunciation is wrong. No. Popel nice. Well, it's because just Czech is so weird. Just pronounce things differently. That's why. That's why people here also have trouble learning Czech or learning English when they only know Czech, because it's so different in every aspect. I remember ciao, yeah. Ciao and zdravím. A ahoj. It's all the greetings. So we should do the main quest now. If we can handle it. I'm not sure if we can, but it would be good to finally be able to progress and also get some of that stuff. But what would be even better is make sure we have good upgrades from the Ripper Dog before we go there. But for that we would need a lot of money. So I don't really think we can do that. And dobrý den, yes. Dobrý den as well. Can't remember the 10 other words for poop. Yeah, just so many words for it. You don't need to remember anything like that, you know. It's not really important. What's more important is dobrý den, if you ever make your way here. You don't want to get those mixed up. Bad people? I'll save the game. Please just tell me I can hustle some stuff. There we go. Where is it? Learn a word of choice and check. What is thank you? Dziękuję. It's very similar to other Slavic languages, I think. In Polish it's dzięki, right? So it's dziękuję in Czech. Dziękuję. Maybe it's up here. Yes. Okay, but there is a civilian. The civilian is probably dead. Yeah. Spasiba, yeah, or that. That's Russian, right? Should be, yeah. I think it is. There's this Australian streamer I watch the way he says, "Hey Ligor," sounds exactly like you. I thought he was Czech. Should be an O. On the I though. Okay. Yeah, I guess. It's, I don't know if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I don't want to pronounce it wrongly, especially for people who stick around. So if we see each other repeatedly, it's kind of bad to sound like an asshole just pronouncing it poorly. But some nicks are just hard for me to comprehend. So if it's supposed to be pronounced differently, just let me know and I'll try to remember that. It's the best I can do. Because if it's left to my devices, it's not gonna be good. Certainly not gonna improve. Dobrý den, sir. Where can I take us? Yeah. Look at you. Already. Děkuji. Already capable of living in Czech Republic. Without any impediment. Right, can we get something? Maybe there is gonna be someone who can kill. Also, our ammo is really low. Gonna have to craft some. Czech seems to be hard language to learn. It is. It's equally difficult to learn anything else while you only know Czech. But there are even harder languages out there. Cats. Just got spooked. How much Polish can you understand? I can understand like every second or third word when a Polish person is speaking, but I cannot reply to them in that language at all. But I can comprehend it. And the same thing can be said for when you speak Czech to Polish people. So you can understand, but if you try to interpret the language, you just cannot. So just talk your own gibberish and it will work out. That's how it works, like. Oh, okay. Bunch of bad people. I'm gonna have to just throw grenades. I kill a civilian. Sorry for that. Yeah. People understand. Kind of like Swedish and Danish, yeah. That's what countries who are from the same sort of family would be like, I imagine, for most of them. Is there another language you understand better? Better than Polish? Slovakian, of course. But that's a very new language, so it's not really... Like, Polish is older for sure, by a bunch. So I'm not sure for how much it counts. Also because we are one country for a while with Slovaks. And yeah, you can just understand them without any issues at all. Same goes both ways. Marek is hezký. It's pretty self-explanatory, yeah, it is. Marek is nice only when he wants to, though. Because we cannot have nice things, so something has to be nice. You have to have a balance in the universe. You know. That's the reason behind it. Okay, let's take a look at our stuff. Let's take this apart. Now we can wear this helmet. I like that this one increases damage to threats, but I'm gonna have to wear something else instead. It's just like this. It looks really weird, but probably less weird than the pirate hat. Or skull cap, or whatever you would call that. Okay. Definitely looks a bit better than the last one, but still we look really weird. Alright, let's take these boots apart. How much money do we have? 1800, yeah, that's not enough. We would need more. Unfortunately, getting more is gonna be a problem unless we do some... Oh, she's there. That's the overpass already. Right, so we'll just have to go down here. Slightly too high fall, that's fine.
Meredith Stout. Take it you were the one to call?
Got an offer for you.
Thought you could blackmail me, fucker? Set conditions? Got any more for me?
Calm the fuck down. I just want to talk.
Sorry for that. I'm gonna have to take that.
Shut your trap!
Gonna be right back. Okay, I'm back.
That fucking thing ready?
All set.
Now answer my questions. Honestly, forthrightly. Are you here alone?
I'll tell you who's alone. You. Failed to recover that transport and you're done. With not a soul willing to help.
Not another word.
All work again. No. We had a delivery. I have a stand for the green screen now.
Now listen close. This piece of shit, Anthony Gilchrist. Is he your contact? Is he the one who leaked intel on the convoy?
I just had to go outside to grab it, so
None.
Checks out.
So how the fuck
it
do you
took a
know
little
so
while.
much?
Come on. All corps use the same playbook. I know the game inside out. Listen, I know where the
Experimented
transport is.
directly
I
after
can
the
help
stream.
you.
Yeah, most likely.
Want a favor in return.
I told you! I fucking told you! I'm not the mole! Jesus Christ!
Shut him up.
Unhand me now before I...
Hello, Trington. Welcome.
Him you can let go.
Started early today.
Want to hear what he has to say?
Just now got to work. Okay. Yeah, makes sense. In here it's 14 o'clock, so I came back. How late was it? Yeah, it was like half past 12.
I want an answer.
I need a bot. Flathead model. Guys who ripped you off have it. Promise me that bot. I'll point the finger.
You have a plan how to deal with them?
Could just take it by force.
Got your hat
They're
yet?
expecting
I was at work, but I didn't
could
grab
go
it.
that route too.
I need a
Fine,
car to
the
get
latter.
all my
But
stuff
on
from
one
there.
condition.
I want to
Pay
bring
me
it
out.
all together. It would look kind of weird to just bring that with me. I also cannot really have it in public, so yeah.
That the kind of subtlety they teach at Militech? Ship spiked with a virus, clearly.
That is true.
Something goes wrong, I'm the one they'll fill full of holes, not you. Time you were straight with me. What's on there?
A tracing algorithm. Latches on to financial streams. Nothing you need to worry your head about.
Sounds solid enough. I'm in.
You pay with that chip, and that's all you gotta worry about. Try to fuck me in any way, and I'll be seeing you real soon.
Ludington says, checked in before I left home. Looks like you did a bunch of grinding. Yes. We did a bunch of grinding. Now we are a little bit better off. It's still not awesome by any stretch. I really need to get more body because I have this sniper rifle that Fairbuy recommended I make from scratch. It's like 50 BMG basically. It's pretty good. And it also benefits from the same perks, but I need a whole bunch of body points to make it wieldable, basically. I can use it, but it's really bad for me and my mobility. And apart from that, we still suck in terms of like how glass cannon are we. So I really need to make more money to be able to modify ourselves in the Reproduc, because I was able to pay him off with 21,000, but I should have maybe just spent that money on myself in other Reproduc area. It's just I don't like having debts. I know some people don't even pay him off for most of the game, but it's just what I did. So yeah, can we remove virus from the chip? We don't even need to do that. I can just murder them, all of them. This is what I'm gonna do. I don't really want to deal with this, you know?
Eddies on the cred chip are clean.
Could just take it for ourselves, right? No, we don't do the main quest yet. I think what we need to do is just get more money and improve our health a little bit. I need to be able to tank at least a couple more shots, which currently just isn't happening. It what we've got. It should be pretty simple to find something to kill, right? I'm sure it looked cool in it. I have a hat as well, but nothing as cool as yours. Mine is one I bought when I graduated high school. Yeah, I have several hats actually. We do have like different things you wear for different sort of seasons. And stuff like that. Okay. Shouldn't be a psycho if I haven't been to him yet. Yeah, there is a psycho here somewhere, I think. You just need to switch filter to jobs. Maybe we already were to him, I don't know. Trash. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a psycho. Some victims here. What is that? It's an automated thing, right? It's probably aware of me though. Still good. Nothing too insane, but everything's handy at this point. Cam makes much better clips. You just watched the how did you call it? Is that a turret? Yeah. I'm gonna watch it. I'm just gonna mute it. Oh, it's another one. It's the driving. Yeah. It was pretty close. Sudden ledge. It's the issue I have with talking. I just keep talking and I forget what I'm doing in the game. I don't know if you know what... yeah, the eyes speak for themselves. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about with that issue, but I just do notice that, especially in games like this. In Caesar I can usually just continue doing what I'm doing on autopilot, but in here if I try to do that, I'm gonna just do something stupid. This is how it works. Is there anyone here? No, doesn't look like it. I need to find some more bad people. I guess the cam does make the clips a little better. Just casual levitating. Right. Is the other one? Is that a turret? I need to watch that one. I know what you mean. When we play, I tend to lose track of what I'm talking instead. Yeah. It's just, it depends what kind of priority you have. So there's the attention span and it's limited and you just cannot do all the things at once. And then you have the talking point right here and then gameplay here. And you need to meet somewhere in the middle so that you just keep it reasonable. But what happens for me is I just go either left or right. I just cannot handle it properly with most games. I don't know too well. But as I said, if it's something like Caesar, I'm fine. But if it's something like this, I'm just gonna end up almost jumping off a huge ledge with my car, or, you know, shooting people in the face that I'm not supposed to shoot. Just stuff like that, which isn't great. I think that's a flaw, really. But there is very little I can do about that. Let's just head over to Ripper Dog. There's another one. Yeah, we should have just used this one instead. It was kind of stupid to pay off our debt so early. Because now we are struggling. Because he wouldn't mind, he would let us off for a long time. And he never really mentions that you scammed him or anything. But it's good to know we paid it. But now we are poor. And I really do need at least a couple of upgrades. Otherwise the missions are gonna be insane. Because I'm so weak. I only take a couple of hits from anything and I instantly die, so you can imagine that's a problem. Just need to get good. Also, damage on this rifle, on this assault rifle is not great. And the sniper is not for close quarters. Especially because of the low mobility. But I'm sure we can find something. Fairly easy though, especially if you side with the Maelstrom. But I don't want to side with them. I'm just gonna murder them. That's why I need the upgrade. You know. There is someone here. I think that is, yeah, this fenced in area has some bad people, right? It's a Maelstrom territory. But it doesn't seem like we can get in just yet. It's tied to a quest, maybe. That's fine. Can do it later. I just don't like Maelstrom at all. It's just freaking monsters. But you know, almost everyone is a monster in this setting. It's just so weird. But Maelstrom is definitely the worst, I think. It's not even like bad people sort of thing. It's not the ideology, it's just they are freaking physical monsters as well. That's what makes it weird. It's not even like they are human anymore. Working with Maelstrom against the big corporation is more poetic. No, I'd rather not. Yeah, Maelstrom.
That's to asphalt! Don't be scared!
Just another day in the night city firing 50 BMG in the street full of pedestrians. It's fine. What could go wrong?
I can smell your fear. Bunch of weaklings!
I'm a fan of shotguns, but firing sniper rifles at point blank range is fine. Yes. I don't have an explanation for you. The shotguns are just not versatile enough, because usually these games don't get them right. They just are beyond useless at even medium range, which it depends a lot on the ammunition you load into a shotgun usually. But also, it's like cartoonish when the shotgun just shoots like a couple of meters and it's immediately useless. It's like if you are shooting birdshot. Maelstrom is just a gang after all. They are suffering under corporate oppression just like everyone else. No. It's hilarious how at the start of the game the news is talking about 30 deaths in a day. Marigold has personally killed hundreds already. It's another one of those short range only shotgun games. Yeah. It is. That's why the shotgun is bad and I feel bad using it. Because I always expect something else from it and it just isn't. But yes, 30 deaths a day is nothing. That's a freaking morning coffee for me. It's playing Dark Tide over the weekend. It has a great shotgun. It's good to hear. At least the gunplay feels good. Just poke your head out. You know you want to. He's alive. Oh, I think he healed up, that's why. Let's just finish him off. Just so you know, I love this shotgun in Unreal. Okay. Try to use it then. Not that I'll have a choice, since in these games just all the weapons are your resources, you need to use them all, preferably. Usually that's how it goes. Not sure if you'll reach it, but you'll see. If it's later in the game, then we might not, yeah. Depends. Get a shotgun-like weapon before, that isn't too bad. Okay. I guess you need something short-ranged. to the variety. I'm sure the game is well designed. If it's one of the older shooters, that's with the limited graphics things they could do. They really had to just double down on other things like level design and weapon design and microing how much ammo you get everywhere. Nowadays games just tend to just drop ammo and drops from random things randomly, so you no longer have tailored drops. So the economy in the game is broken. That's why we have things like that. Because it's a pain to design things. Who is that? Oh, that's an officer, right? Let's go. There's a side alley there. Maybe there is someone bad. Set weapons at set locations, yeah. That as well. And voice acting as well, and music, all of it was crucial, even more than today, because today you can just do eye candy. Everything looks so freaking real. It looks realer than real. But the other stuff, in some ways, often isn't as good as with the old games, because they just took better care of that because of the limited tools. They just had to use it. It was the only thing they could make good. I was sure there are some bad people here, but maybe I'm mistaken. I prefer plenty of weapons. Yeah. A lot of different weapons. That's also... modern games tend to, for the sake of realism, restrict you to like 2 weapons. Things like that. While it's realistic, it's also not really fun for an FPS that... like, that's how I enjoy Wolfenstein. Like, that's the tactics of it, choosing different weapons for different situations, and it adds that extra layer of resource management if some of the ammo is really rare. So I do like that. Half-Life focused on story, which happened to make the game popular, yeah. And it all has a story that you can skip if you want, and instead is focused on gameplay. Yeah. Which I imagine that's good. Like in terms of how well the game holds up. Well, it's all subjective, of course. Some people prefer this or that. How does it work, by the way? Is it good to not have the overall outfit? I think it's just gonna disable my other stuff, right? So you never should wear one. Because it locks your inventory slots, I think. And it just feels like that's not something you want. Maybe it's a disguise, which in that case it's even worse. So I'm not gonna sneak. Not sure how it works, but now after the updates, but I think it's just something you can... Oh, to hide your off gear. Yeah, right, okay. Well, that's a great fix, isn't it? For all the items in the game looking like shit. The clothing, that is. Just make it so you can hide it. There is a hacker. Some quests require them, but it's very few. So many bad people everywhere. I think I'm in trouble. I need to run. I need to run and then shoot them from the distance. I'm just getting absolutely hammered. It was also by the freaking hacker, to be fair. I reload that. Still squishy, I don't feel confident here at all. This guy's tough. Getting hacked again by an overheat. Where is the sniper or the hacker? I have no idea where she is. It's alright. It's just gonna spam me with those. Okay. Not good. Not good. Can't hold up to anything. Is it the hacker? Might be. Amazing tactics. Yeah, it would be fine if my weapon was any good. I think the assault rifle is just so bad. It would be better to go for a pistol. It also hits for basically no damage, so even if I dump a magazine into a single guy, it's not gonna kill them most of the time. Yeah, wall hack me again. Who cares? It was him most likely. There's another person somewhere. I'm not sure where. There we go. At least this should give us some money for the repair dock. Hopefully. Did I mess up weapon? She might have dropped it or something. That's fine. I don't think any of this is gonna be necessarily better than what we have. Are these bad people? No, it's civilians. Repair dock is this way. I'm not sure if we should just keep our gear to sell to him. Because he could also take it apart and just use it for our own means, but maybe that's not what we want to do. Just instead sell him some stuff. How much money did we get, by the way? 4,000. That's at least enough for a single upgrade, I think. Which is gonna help. I think after we get that, we would be able to do the main mission, finally. That's usually not a horrible one, even if you choose to kill everyone. The Maelstrom isn't too powerful there. Suspect. Feels like I've been here before, but the loot has properly respawned. Which isn't terrible. If you run into some bad people, it would actually be good. As usual. But we'll need to increase our body stats so much, it's gonna be really difficult to achieve 10. But it's necessary in order to wield the sniper rifle. What would we unlock with 9 points? That's one more. 9, these two, so that's trigger. Defeating an enemy with a rifle or submachine gun reduces reload time by 20% for 5 seconds. Duck Hunter increases rifle and submachine gun damage for moving enemies by 10%. It's actually not terrible. It can have 2 levels. Some junk. Yeah, let's take a look. So, what would do the best? This gives you 50 armor. It's actually pretty sizable. We could also trade things. So let's sell him a bunch of the guns we are not using. It's not gonna give us like insane amount of money, but it's something. Could also sell him some food. Grenades for sure, we don't really want those. They also don't really have value, because they're just so bad. Which one of these is better? That one is worse. Junk items. How many components do we have? I actually like this. Oh, it's just for 1 cred. That's not worth it. How many regular ones do we have? That's what I wanted to know. It's probably not too plentiful. Yeah, alright. Let's take a look. Skeleton. Let's carry capacity upgrade. Arms. Remember state cred, legs. Frontal cortex. Circulatory system. Immune system, nothing. Nervous system. Okay, let's get the armor upgrade. And then we could get a skeleton, I guess, for the carry capacity. It's very cheap. And that's it. Now we can do the side mission, I think. Or the main mission, rather. Not into the elevator, there is a path. Here. I'm gonna have to take a detour. It's fine. This way. Gangers.
We'll show you things!
Last one.
Let's get this over with. Show yourself.
Dead. Still a freaking glass cannon, and of course you always run out of the clip at the worst possible moment. Even with 40 rounds, the damage output is really pathetic on the assault rifle. We would really do much better if we went for the pistols. I think it's unfair how the game just makes the assault rifles be so shit. I don't know why. I never played a game that has assault rifles and have them be so much worse than freaking pistols. Okay. Okay. Or we can do that. It's also great. Should have just used that instead on them. Well, played. It's alright. I don't think we can find that place again though. It's probably gonna be this homeless guy speaking to us.
Take a hike.
Oh, this guy.
Here, all yours.
Knew I saw good in you. God bless.
Save again. We are sort of in the same spot as last time, so maybe we will come across the place. Just don't remember where it was. It's probably somewhere here on the right side, if I was to guess. Wants me to go this way. Yeah, I'm not gonna find that place again. It's unfortunate. It's a firefight somewhere. I really would like to check it out, but it depends where it is. 40 meters this way. Is it a firefight between officers? Yeah. Okay, let's just drop a grenade here. Hey Morris, welcome.
Jump! On it! Coming!
You fucked up.
What sort of build are you going for? The one that's clearly not what the game wants you to do. I'm going for assault rifles and sniper rifles. So no hacking, no stealth. Just boot in the face build. Assault rifles suck in this game. They suck real hard. It's okay. I'm gonna do a main mission now. Just in time to watch that. There's our assassin build minus the melee, yeah. Impersonation of a blunt object. I think that's fairly accurate. Just watch Cyberpunk commercials forever. Yeah, let's take that. Some money. I also noticed I'm running low on rifle ammo, so let's just make more. Also, we have some bunch of stuff we don't really want. Just scrap it. It's going to be pretty good. To be honest, this scope isn't really very good. Oh, what does it give us? Yeah, I either want this or this. Let's take a look at how this looks like. It looks so derpy, does he? Well, he is a derp. Then just the freaking gear. It's just very garbage that we find. It's not really anything. None of it is gonna look good. So you know how it is. If you played Cyberpunk ever, you know how this game treats armor. There's very little we can do about that. His special needs helmet and everything. Yeah. Supposed to be a deadly mercenary, but he does a very good job at that. Fashion punk. Don't underestimate the power of looks. And this is on the like better scope of how he looks like. He could end up wearing much worse things, which we had yesterday. But today I found some extra new stuff, so that's what we have now. But before we had like a pirate skull cap, a purple jacket with sticking out things on the shoulders. Only kind is committed arrogance fashion. Clearly, yes. Somebody who understands. Finally. That we are just blameless. None of the dead bodies should let you think differently. Never killed anyone who didn't deserve it. So is this scope good? I think yes. It's better than the last one, that's for sure. That one was so bad. I liked the last one. No, it's the basic one. And it's for a shotgun, mostly, I think. This one is better. Because this is an assault rifle, it needs... It almost sounds like I'm saying assault rifle. It needs to have better zoom. Otherwise it's not gonna do well. That old one was just a circle, basically. Doesn't do very well. But it is circle. One does not simply use a shotgun scope on an assault rifle though. So that would be just special. It's kind of the same thing as using assault rifle scope on a shotgun. You know, I think that sounds more extreme, but it's the same sort of deal. Really.
Ah, there you are. Let me hear what you squared away.
So Dex already paid the Maelstromers for the Corpo bot. Thing is, can't be sure the Gangoons are still willing to hand it over.
He paid up front? Híjole. Well, whatever. Let's go get this tech. You scheme yet? You got a plan?
Doubt shit can go smoothly.
Times 32 zoom on a double barrel shotgun sounds fun. It depends what you load into it. But yeah,
Either
I
you
bet it's
fuck
loaded
others,
with birdshot.
or you get fucked.
It is in this game,
So,
where the shotgun
to the Borg Beast Den.
has like 2.5 meters range.
Let's go see these bastards.
All right.
You have to kill them all.
See if they even open up.
Is it here? Oh yeah.
I hate these Borg fuckers. It had to be them.
Just a gang like any other, right?
Now take the Valentinos. They follow God and the Santa Madre. Honor means something to them. You know what they want, how they get it, and what pisses them the fuck off. With Maelstrom, you just never know. Go on, let them know we're here.
Don't know you.
Want to talk to Royce. Dex sent us.
Main room. We've been waiting.
Cozy place. They could use a few plants, though.
Just ransack it. We'll be having an option to go through this again at some point, I think, but might as well pick that up.
Oh yeah. They look damn well prepared.
Don't think I've ever seen security like this in a chow factory.
Gear from the Jack convoy. Gotta be. Must have been all over it like maggots on dead meat. You hear about their boss, Royce?
Dex mentioned him. Called him special. Anti-personnel mine. Directional shrapnel spitter. My favorite.
Subtle.
Cats are fighting again. What else is new, right? Lost connection earlier. Did you see the turret clip? Yes, I did.
Stay cool. They're just trying to spook us.
It was hilarious. 2 clips today. There is a clip rich environment. Meat bag compositions 62% water, 28% protein, 5% fat, organic salt. Okay. So they just grow it. That's how they make meat. Delicious.
Alright, keep chill, V. Remember, we're on their turf.
So what do you want?
You got a bot. Model MT0D12. Called the Flathead.
And? The hell you care?
Guy I represent already paid Brick for it. I'm just here for the pickup. I can talk direct to Royce if necessary.
Nah, you talk to me. Name's Dum Dum. Now couch. Planet.
Couch. Sit on the couch. Doesn't look very nice. It's coming in some sort of green slime.
Well, shit. Goes for you too.
I'll stand.
This so fucking hard? Fucking ass on the fucking couch!
Make me.
Thought you'd never ask. Sit your ass down for a
Jack,
planet.
sit down.
This ain't gonna end well, but... shit.
Well, alright. Come on. Gotta lighten up. Take a hit.
Thanks, I'm good.
What Whatever you say, straight-edged princess.
Straight-edged princess. It's one more hole in the face. Yeah.
Here we go. A flathead. Model
Yes,
T0
all bad.
D12.
Need to see it.
Sue yourself. Fucking tricked out this thing. Dynamic thermal optic camo armor. Full cognitive immersion with a Raven controller. Pimped out prototype actuators made of titanium, vanadium, Kevlar composite. And watch this! Fully integrated link too, so when the spider starts crawling up walls dangling from ceilings.
Mm-hmm. Could lose your lunch.
So what you think?
Huh. Raven's not the dedicated control unit for a flathead.
Ha! Of course not! Militech controllers auto-link to Militech systems. I mean, you wouldn't want them tracking their stolen tech back to your hands. Yeah, Raven's our baby. Got improved neural sync and no fucking pesky tracing. You ask me, we ought to sell that shit.
It'll have to do.
Look at that. Picky little fucker. Let's see your cred.
Brick got it. It's all paid up.
Brick got it. I don't see any fucking brick around here, do you? You fucking deaf?
Come on. Can't expect me to pay for this thing twice.
And who the fuck are you to say what can and can't be? You'll pay twice because I say you'll pay twice. Alright. You want the flathead? I better see some eddies.
Relax. Got him right here.
Just like that! Without batting a fucking eye!
Marek is official straight-edged princess, yes.
I don't wait!
Want it or not, I got places to be.
You know, you never did say who sent you. Never did say who you're working for.
Dexter Deshawn. That's who.
Dexter Deshawn. The lord ass who punching animal fucked half of Pacifica? And he ain't dead?
It's a mistake.
No,
Clearly.
he's alive, well, and kicking. And he sends his regards.
So you gonna consider my offer now? Bang.
Bring it, cocksuckers! Let's go! Shit!
This is not my weapon. I don't know where I've got this freaking pistol. Syringe.
Cut off. Grab the gear. Bot and control. Quick!
Got the set. Bot and controller.
And let's go. Quicker the better.
Freaking amateurs.
Get out of here. We're dying for some fresh air.
Man, just hideous. If he decides that removing half of his face was a good idea, yeah. It's pretty hideous. Time to head home now. I'll see you later in the stream more today. Yeah, we'll have some Caesar in the evening. After this quest, we are gonna be calling Cyberpunk the day though. So see you around.
I could taste it.
It's a production line. Plus, I thought you loved me.
Really no other way. Oh, good. Let's move it. Let's go.
Caesar with green screen, yeah, hopefully. I have it. Just gonna have to make it work.
Let's talk.
No talk, just violence. Save the game. No, I don't care about the cameras. Where are the bad people? We are getting overheated by someone from somewhere. It's not very good. Just a constant loop of fresh breeze going on in the background. Yeah.
Playtime's over.
Anything else? We should grab whatever we can from here. I think we are basically done though. Is that the hacker? No. Grenade. That's a hacker, I think. Just ammo is always running out. The worst possible moment. That was just special. Grenade there. I'm sure we can handle one. Okay. Another overheat.
Hey, you! Hey! Help me out over here!
Oh shit, I know this fool. It's Brick. It's your call, V. What do you want to do?
I don't have the code, so I'll have to get it from somewhere. I don't need iron plants with hot damage numbers at all. Yeah, I don't like the numbers. I don't even like the health bars. It would be more immersive without that. The detonator was... yeah, for Brick. I need that code though. I don't remember where to get it from. Maybe it's here? Let's just lure them here, or Jackie can do the heavy lifting. What I need is to get the code so I can bust a Brick out. Just don't know where.
You know who you're messing with?
Health bar should have been the outline of a dude with each body part in green, health orange damage that disable or something. Yeah. Well, it sounds better than what we have here. It just feels kind of cheap. And it makes the enemies crazy bullet spongy, since they can take like several headshots to kill, even with very upgraded weapons. It's just insane. Okay. So body part damage would have been something good, I think, rather than a straight up health pool. I don't have a code authorization. Maybe it's in the other room. Border pump. Oh no, getting shredded here. These guys are fairly weak compared to the regular enemies you would encounter. These are like half the strength. So we should still be fine. It's just I'm wondering where I will find the code, and I'm nervous because I don't want to be locked out and unable to complete a side thing. I don't low on ammo as well. Can you just kill one, Jackie, please? Yeah. Okay, let's just collect this stuff. I'm sure there are more I didn't loot. Yeah, there you go. Meat bag again. There must be a control room with the code somewhere. Just don't know where. Wire is sneaking. There is something here. Is that relevant? Messages, implants, read carefully. I don't think this is the code. Shiny, anti-personal grenade. I was hoping it would be something useful. There you go, some ammo at least. Still, I don't want to go through this door. It will probably lock me from unlocking that guy. I'll need to search for it on the web. Just give me a minute. Okay, we can just hack it, I guess. But I'm not good at that, so it's possible I might not be able to do it. Even though I basically killed absolutely everyone. So I think we should have gotten the code, but no. Let's go back. Can we hack it, please? Yeah. Okay.
God, felt like a fucking eternity there.
Looking a little like we might have saved your skin.
Think we're due a favor, hombre.
Jesus, slow down, maybe. I'll get you, but kinda caught me at a bad time. We ever meet again, I'll have you covered.
Sure you'll manage all right?
This is my home. Quit fucking sweating it.
Meat factory is his home. Alright, let's just go murder the rest of his colleagues if we come upon them. Should work, should be sweet. I'm not sure if the game will allow that though. Is there something in there? No. Just proceed.
Come on, Let's see that pretty faceplate.
For the bullets. And it has done nothing. Okay. Let's take the sniper rifle, I guess.
Not far now. It's close.
He's out here! Find him! I hit him!
Not good. Just throw a grenade at him, I guess. But rather just kill him regularly. Yeah. It's done. Not this guy.
One good shot and we're done!
I think he's done. All of them are. Okay, what is this thing? It's probably gonna have more systems.
You done shit in your pants yet?
¿Qué chingados estás esperando?
More enemies, they are hacking us again. But this is good, we need to grind some skills, so...
You know who you're messing with?
This is still fine. Let's collect the stuff from the enemies. Not sure what we found throughout the whole place. Might have to go into our inventory and scrap things now. We cannot scrap since it's combat, but I think this is the last room. Most likely. Cameras don't really matter. I hope I'm not blocked in. No, it's great. Secret room. Or a locked off room, rather. Let's just collect ammunition. Various things. Come on. Let me in here. I need to go up. Let's drop a save. We cannot save the game because it's combat. That's right. So is there something here? Yes. Anything we can get is good. Another thing in here. Yeah, this is another way you can take to go stealthily. I cannot craft, so I'm gonna have to just use the... I guess we should use the sniper rifle if there are more enemies. There are more. Okay. Just throw the weapon.
One fucker left.
Okay, don't have more. Let's just use the assault rifle.
Playtime's over. Get out of here.
Now there might be something else in here we could collect. It's still combat, so we cannot really craft, do disassemble things. But we are not overloaded, so we should still collect whatever we can.
Come on, V. Let's get out of here.
Hey Dusty, welcome. How are you doing? Right, I think that's it. There might be something else I forgot, but it's not really that consequential. And we are outside.
Militech. You got those things buzzing around everywhere.
Get in the background. I turned in and tuned in at the right time. Yeah, they are here somewhere, doing some shenanigans.
Bet you didn't expect to see me here. You know,
I actually did.
I like the way you operate. Maybe you'd do some more work for us.
Be more than glad to.
Till next time then, V. Corporate gods willing. Secure the area.
Time we were on our way, Canal. Holy shit, V. I wasn't sure we'd walk out in one piece.
Thanks, Jack. Solid as ever.
Hey, yeah, you too, but, hey, what's this about? You feeling all right?
Yeah, I want to make sure, you know? We're good together. I like how we do things.
I do too, V. I do too. Hey, let Dex know we got his toy for him. And then I say we hit the afterlife. You know, do some shots. Ahí luego, V.
Okay, so we've done that.
How things looking, Mr. V?
Got the bot.
And how'd it go? Run into any trouble? And what about the Militech angle?
Sure, of course there was trouble. Boys couldn't have given two shits that you and Brick had shaken on it.
How'd you get him on board? You used the corpo woman?
Met with Stout, managed to strike a deal.
Well, well.
Gave me the chip with the scratch from Maelstrom.
So you paid for the flathead with corp cash?
No. Decided I could use the Eddies myself. And I just grabbed the bot.
Just like that?
Not just. Had to use violence.
You got some balls, Mr. V. What about the meet with Evelyn Parker?
Still on the to-do list.
Mm-hmm. That meet's the only thing that'll get you a chance at grabbing that chip. Parker will be waiting for you at Lizzie's bar. Good luck.
Okay. That's completed, so levels us up as well. It's pretty good. We have 2 attribute points. Now let's dump them all into body. Yeah, we have to. I could have gone with this, but that's for later. I think we need to get the body up to 10 as soon as possible. Let's take a look at what we can get here. Yeah, none of this is too important currently. What about the annihilation? No, that's not what we need. What we need is this. Let's get that. Meleeing with these would do better. Let's just grab this. Inventory, let's take a look at it. So what did we find? This goes into the scrapper. So many skills, not enough points to buy them, yeah. Each route has a 3 as well, so you cannot get everything. Shotgun needs to be scrapped. It really sucks I cannot get a better assault rifle. I really don't like this one. It fires very fast, but it doesn't really have much damage. But all the other rifles I find are just worse. So this game hates assault rifles. Oh, what kind of... It's a pistol. Let's just scrap it. Which one of these is better? Let's grab that. Oh, this is worse, but this could actually be better than the one I'm bearing. If we give it has 2 upgrades on it. Just because it's epic doesn't mean it's better, and it's quite a bit worse actually, because it just has less armor, and armor is what I need the most. The anti-gun lobby really showed hard to make assault rifles bad in this game, clearly. I suspect something like that, because they are shit. Like, most games that feature assault rifles have them as a reasonable option. In here it's not. It's real bad. But all the other guns are fine. Mostly. The shotguns are also shit, but shotguns are shit in most games because the games do not understand how shotguns work. Okay. How long have we streamed? Almost 4 hours. That's enough for me for today, for Cyberpunk. I'm gonna play some Caesar later, but I need to grab some food and do some other stuff. So, see you around then, I guess, if you have some more time. So thanks for watching, and bye.